All set to go. They're off and they're racing. Pooley was the first to spring the stalls, jumped quickly. Cashaway dropped straight to the back. Triple J got out running from Multinational as they complete 200. Then Yonga Lass over on the inside, top of the pops, is next of all, and going forward around the outside, Duchess of Gossip. She's being hunted up and is able to cut across as the pace gets ramped right up there, and she's going to lob beautifully placed soon after the start. Followed further back in the field to Billy Ray, featherweight drifting back out of its ground as well, and they're also followed back there by E Always. A gap then over on the outside. Pans down. The last two were Two Darty and Cashaway, and they're both spotting the lead of the best part of 8 lengths coming to the 400 where Pooley had shot away from them. It's Pooley in full flight, balancing for the run home. It led by a length and a half to 2. Triple J, a similar margin, Multinational and Duchess of Gossip, and further back behind those then at the head of the others came Top of the Pops at the 175. Pooley joined by Triple J, sprinting to the lead. Triple J kicks clear. Duchess of Gossip. Yonga Lass further back runs on. It's Triple J though that's got the money. Triple J home too good for them. Yonga Lass second, tight for third, flying late to Darty ahead of Duchess of Gossip. In behind them then came Top of the Pops, followed by Multinational, featherweight Billy Ray, Pooley weakened, Cashaway Never Ever Likely, and the last of them home is Pans Down. Number 7, the winner, Triple J, ridden by Brad Parnham. It's the Street Boss 4-year-old for Dan and Ben Pearce. Triple J didn't get the rub of the green last start. Today settled forward there, rolling up and being nice and prominent. Yonga Lass surging to the line late, along with Two Darty from a long way off them. And Duchess of Gossip, ridden forward by Chris Parnham there from a wide gate. She got across. She just didn't quite let down, as most may have expected her to do. And she weighs up in 4th placing. The interim numbers are 7, 3, 11 and 8. Triple J, Brad Parnham aboard for Kate Duncan, Danelle Pearce, Neil McDonald, Hamlin Bay Thoroughbreds managed by Steve Litton, A. Brown, along with Scotty Duncan, AJ Duffy Arvine, D. Scott, Marg Litton, Josh Duncan, A. Sangalian, A. Allsop, and produces win 5 from 14 in the Oakland Park colours. Second 3, Yonga Lass by Universal Ruler. She's out of Give the Signal for Grant and Alana Williams, Willie Pike the rider, and 11 Two Darty, a demerit gelding out of Rolexia, ridden by Brandon Louis for trainer Justine Herculens, was 3rd home. Officially 4th, Duchess of Gossip, a length and a half, that winning margin, and a neck split 2nd and 3rd. They ran 1:12.02 and have finished off in 35.57. The story of the first leg of the quaddie, and it was Triple J, too good. Race 7, the WA Spirit of Racing Awards. Nominations now open handicap. Over 1,400 the next. 1 Blue Lagoon, 15 Sky Talker, 16 Kermit's Luck. Other scratchings, and Jason Whiting will ride 17. The first emergency gaining a start in Arrow Swift. Lockie Taylor's down in the enclosure after the victory of Triple J, who didn't get much luck at all last start. Too good for them though this afternoon.
Absolutely, Darren. That was a really stylish win from Triple J, and it actually brings up the 400th winner for the combination of Dan and Ben Pearce. I'm joined by Dan at the moment. That's obviously a massive achievement, and one I'm sure you and the family are really proud of.
Yeah, look, it's obviously working really well, the partnership. We've got good staff and good owners, and yeah, certainly makes it easier when you can get a result like that.
Take us back to the beginning. At what point did you and Ben come together and think maybe life might be a little bit easier if we combine forces?
Well, I think with sort of families, you know, we've both got kids, and the size of the stable, it just works a lot easier with a partnership, and you can get away a little bit and know that everything's getting done well, and yeah, it's worked really well for us.
Now this horse, Triple J, he's always had high wraps on him, but here this afternoon it looked like he had a slightly awkward draw on paper. What were your discussions like with Brad Parnham pre-race?
I actually had no idea, to be honest. I came in and I said to Brad, I said, look, have you got any ideas? Because I didn't know which way to play it. So Brad said he'd work it out as he got away on the horse. And I mean, the horse has sat on speed and got back and won as well. So he's quite versatile. I think he's got that high cruising speed. He's a big striding horse. I think if we get him into sort of clean air with breathing well and in a bit of a rhythm, then that's when you can see the best from him.
I know I've asked you on a couple of occasions, and there's always a temptation to stretch him out to 1,400 metres. Is he now relaxing enough in his races to go to that next level at 14?
Yeah, I think he is. 2 starts back when Pikey won on him, he sort of got shuffled back and then really ran through the line strong. So yeah, that is in the back of our mind. I don't know, you don't want to mess with it whilst it's going well. So yeah, that looked pretty impressive over the 12.
Stable's going well. Ultimate Style in the next. Can he surprise at odds?
It would be a surprise, but the horse is going well. I thought his first up run was good, but he'd probably have to elevate to the next level. 400
winners as a partnership. It's a great result. Well done here.
Thank you.
There's Dan Pearce for the winner of Triple J, and here's Bradley Parnham catching up with Michael.
Yes, Bradley, we haven't seen Triple J settle that forward for a while, but it appeared that it was the winning recipe. Whose idea was that pre-race?
Yeah, look, it wasn't the plan, but the horse jumped well and he was happy to stride forward. And I had to make a decision pretty early on whether I was going to go forward or back. So, yeah, I just put it down to the horse. The horse did the job for me. He jumped and said, let's go. So I put him there and he did the rest.
It looked as though they were rolling it along in a pretty genuine clip. Did it feel that way out there? Because to his credit, he was still quite strong late.
Yeah, it did actually. I got to outside the leader and then the pace just sort of kept going. At that stage, you know, I was probably hoping it wasn't going to be run as quick as it was, but I was able to tuck in behind pulley and get a little bit of a breather there. But yeah, look, to the horse's credit, he still toughed it out pretty strong to the line, so it was a good effort.
First time you've sat aboard him, does he give you the feel of a horse that would get 1,400 metres?
Oh, look, he probably could. But, you know, I think he's very versatile from what I've seen in all his replays and what Pikey's told me, so even if he goes for 14, he doesn't necessarily have to sort of bounce and be right that far forward. I think he can settle wherever he likes, and yeah, if he settles a bit further back, he'd hit the line late in the 14.
Double for you so far today. What's the best of the rest?
Look, all my rides that I've got left are all probably each way chances. I think if Rush into the Bar gets a good run, which, you know, it's hard to say. I've drawn pretty wide, so I don't know what run I'll get. But if he gets a good enough run, he showed last prep that he's a pretty good horse, so he could play a part.
Nice ride, nice win. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Brad Parnham combining with Dan and Ben Pearce and Triple J to take out race number 6 here at Belmont Park.